Hi, welcome to the online lecture of IBM3012, Principles of Marketing Management. In Chapter 10, we're going to learn about product concepts. First, let's talk about some definition about the product. Product is everything both favorable and unfavorable that a person receives in an exchange. It can be either tangible goods, services, or idea. To most people, the term product means a tangible good. However, services and ideas are also products from the company. Product can be classified as either business or industrial products or consumer products. The classification as a business or consumer product depends on the buyer's intentions. First, business product is a product used to manufacture other goods or services to facilitate an organization's operations or to resell to other customers. But the consumer products are the product bought to satisfy an individual's personal wants. Chapter 7 examined 7 categories of business products: major equipment, accessory equipment, component parts, processed materials, raw materials, supplies, and services. Consumer products are classified into 4 different types: convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and unsold products. This approach classifies products by how much effort is used to shop for them. In this slide, we're going to talk about types of different consumer products. Name products and services that fall into each of the consumer product categories. First, convenience products are relatively inexpensive items that merit little shopping efforts. For example, candy, soft drinks, deodorant, aspirin, hardware, and dry cleaning. Second, shopping product is a product that requires comparison shopping because it is usually more expensive and found in fewer stores than the convenience product. Shopping products include homogeneous shopping products, including washer, dryers, and televisions, and heterogeneous shopping products including furniture, clothing, housing, and universities. Third is specialty products. A particular item for which consumers search extensively and are reluctant to accept substitute. They can be expensive sports cars, fine watches, and gourmet restaurants. Lastly, unsold product is a product unknown to the potential buyers or known product that the buyer does not actively seek. For example, new products, insurance policies, burial plots, and encyclopedias. In this slide, it shows a picture here, which is a dash cam. I don't know how many of you have the dash cam or how many of you are interested in buying one, but it is quite popular in some other countries like Russia or China. So they are the shopping products, but in the States, they are in the very beginning stage of the consumption. So it can be unsold product in United States. Rarely does a company sell a single product. Instead, it sells a variety of product items that may be categorized into product lines and product mixes. So here, product item is a specific version of a product that can be designated as a distinct offering among an organization's product. Product line is a group of closely related product items. And product line depth is the number of product items in a product line. Product mix or product portfolio is all products that an organization sells in an umbrella brand. Product mix width or breadth refers to a number of different product lines of an organization offers. So Exhibit 10.1 shows the Campbell, the soup manufacturer's product lines and product mix. So here, cream of cream or cream of mushroom is the product item, but the collection of the soup products here is the product line. And different product lines such as soups, sauces, frozen entrees, beverages, and biscuits. This here, collection of everything here is the product mix or product portfolio. So product depth is the length of different product items in different line and in a single line, and the product width. Product mix width is the number of different items, different product lines in an umbrella brand, which is the Campbell here. There are benefits of product lines. First is advertising economies. Product lines provide economies of scale in advertising. Second, package uniformity. Packages in a product line may have a common look but maintain their individual identities. Third, standardized components. Reductions in manufacturing and inventory cost because they are all similar but different ingredients. Fourth, efficient sales and distribution. A product line enables a full range of choice to customers. As a result, better distribution and retail coverage. Lastly, equivalent quality. All products in a line are perceived as having similar quality. Over time, firms change product items, lines, and mixes to take advantage of new technical or product developments or to respond to changes in the environment. The three stages for making these changes are product modification, product repositioning, and product line extension or contraction. Let's first talk about the product modifications. Marketing managers must decide if and when to modify existing products. Product modification changes one or more of the product characteristics. It can be quality modification in terms of changing a product's of dependability or durability. Second, functional modification, change in product's versatility, effectiveness, convenience, and safety. Lastly, style modification, an aesthetic product change, like colors, rather than a quality or functional change. The planned obsolescence is the practice of modifying products so that they have already been sold become obsolete before they actually need replacement. For example, cell phone companies, the smartphone companies are releasing other phone, the newer version after 3 or 4 years. In that case, old phones are become obsolete so that the consumers make the new purchase. The second way of adjusting product lines, items, and mixes is by repositioning. Repositioning changes consumers' perception of a brand. Changing demographics, declining sales, or changes in social environment often motivates firms to reposition established brands. Next is the product line extension. It is for adding products to an existing product line in order to compete more broadly in an industry. A company can add too many products, or demand can change for the type of products that were introduced over time. Contracting product lines is a strategic way to deal with overextension. There are symptoms of overextension. For example, some products have low sales or cannibalize sales over other items. Second, resources are disproportionately allocated to slow-moving products. Lastly, items have become obsolete because of the new product entries. A brand is a name, term, symbol, design, or combination thereof that identifies a seller's products and differentiate them from the competitor's products. First, the brand name is the part of brand that can be spoken, including letters, words, and numbers. For example, Nike, the Nike is the example of a brand name. But brand mark is the element of a brand that cannot be spoken. For example, Nike's famous symbol, the swoosh, is a good example of brand mark. And brand equity is the value of company and brand names. A global brand is a brand where at least a third of the earnings come from outside of its home country. Branding has three main purposes: product identification, repeat sales, and new product sales. The most important purpose is the product identification. It sounds weird that the lack of a brand name, which is a generic product, can be a selling point. We're going to talk about that more in detail later in this chapter. If a brand is used, the choice is made between a manufacturer's brand, a private brand, or both. With either a manufacturer's brand or a private brand, a decision is made among the individual brands, which is the different brand for different products, family brand, common names for different products, or a combination of individual branding and family branding. Let's talk about some definitions. Manufacturer's brand is a brand name of a manufacturer. And private brand or generic is a brand name owned by a wholesaler or a retailer, also known as a private label or a store brand. So, good example of the manufacturer's brand is the Tylenol, but private brand is the Tylenol made by CVS or Walmart. Other example will be the Dasani water from Coca-Cola, which is the manufacturer's brand, but if Kirkland makes the water, which is true, then it's a private brand by Kirkland. There are advantages of the manufacturer's brand. There can be heavy consumer advertisement by manufacturers. It can also attract new customers. It enhances the dealer's prestige if they are carrying a good brand. There can be rapid delivery and they can carry less inventory. If a dealer carries poor quality brand, customers may simply switch brands and remain loyal to the dealer. There are also advantages of the private brands. First, they can earn higher profits on their own brand. Also, there is less pressure to mark down price. Manufacturers can become a direct competitor or drop a brand or reseller. It ties customers to wholesaler or retailer such as Costco or Walmart. Wholesalers and retailers have no control over the intensity of distribution of manufacturer's brand. Now let's talk about the individual brands versus family brands. Individual brands are using different brand names for different products. For example, Toyota has Lexus and they also had the Scion, but Scion is not existing anymore. Lexus makes also cars, a little bit luxurious line than Toyota, but they use Lexus brand to cut off the existing image of Toyota. Family brand is for making several different products under the same brand name. For example, Giorgio Armani or Emporio Armani have luxury line in men's or women's clothing, but Armani Exchange is a casual brand, but they also wanted to carry the halo effect of the Armani. And also Nike makes the Golf line, which enables customers to connect the home brand, the Nike, to their new Golf lines. Co-branding is placing two or more brands' names on a product or its package. Ingredient branding identifies a brand of a part that makes up the product. For example, if we buy any computer, it says Intel inside or AMD inside as the core CPU. Cooperative branding occurs when two brands receive equal treatment. For example, Jack and Coke, a cocktail. We can't tell whether it's a Jack Daniel's liquor or Coca-Cola, but it's a true combination of two. And complementary branding refers to products advertised or marketed together to suggest usage. For example, Gillette is a razor company, but they also have shaving creams or aftershave creams. Co-branding is a useful strategy when a combination of brand names enhances the prestige or perceived value of a product, or when it benefits brand owners and users. A trademark is an exclusive right to use a brand or part of a brand. Others are prohibited to use without the permission from the trademark holder. Many parts of a brand and associated symbol qualify for trademark protection. Trademark rights come from use rather than the registration. The Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the DMCA, explicitly applies trademark law to the digital world. Companies that fail to protect their trademarks face the possibility that their product names will become generic. For example, BMW sued one of the car manufacturers in other country because they were using very similar logos like this. The four most important functions of packaging are to contain and protect product, promote products, facilitate storage, use, and convenience, and facilitate recycling and reduce environmental damage. Package labeling takes one of two forms, persuasive or informational. Persuasive labeling focuses on promotional theme, and consumer information is secondary. But for informational labeling, it helps make proper selections by customers, and also it lowers the cognitive dissonance. Greenwashing, attempting to give the impression of environmental friendliness, whether or not it is actually environmental friendly. Lastly, let's talk about the product warranties. Warranty itself is a confirmation of a quality or performance of good or service. An express warranty is a written guarantee. An implied warranty is an unwritten guarantee that a good or service is fit for the purpose for which it was sold. Thank you.